It is damn near impossible to find a place where it's quiet for me to get to record all the time, every day where I live. Someone is always doing something or repairing something outside, or the kids are always shouting and playing outside. That's why lazima tu ni work hard so that when I move out into my own space, or inshallah, when I finally get a place that I really like, I know it's going to be a place that is a bit quiet and there's not so many people around. Kama neighbor wangu akanaishi mbali kidogo. It has taken me a while to find somewhere where I can record this, but I finally have. Nimekuja huku kwa rooftop. So if you hear some noise, wind, please just bear with me and try to listen to what I have to say. So today is my birthday. Okay, not technically my birthday, but my birthday is on the 29th of February, and today is on the 28th. Let me tell you what happens to those people who are born on the 29th. You have to decide which day you want your birthday to be. Kama ni 1st March, ama ni 28th February. Some people do it both days. Some people choose one day. Mimi, Quilenta Omoka ni kwena do. I'll probably do it the whole week, but you get what I mean, yeah? So I'm one of those people who I have no date. I haven't chosen either the 1st or the 28th. I just go with the flow. So I never really know what to expect on these days. I never really know if anyone is going to remember. It's a special day and it comes once every 4 years. But it just comes with a lot of anxiety, because I get really, really scared to be left out again. Okay, so should I do something special or should I just leave it alone? I've learned a few lessons over the last 25 years of my life. I turned 25, by the way. I've learned a few lessons and I just would like to share a few of them with you guys today. But kitu yenye nimelearn mostly leo is that lazima tu niomoke. I don't know if you guys can relate, but I get so much anxiety around my birthday, especially the day before and the day of. So today I woke up, yesterday my small brother, I keep calling him small, but he's not so small anymore. My younger brother woke me up with breakfast in bed, which I think was the sweetest thing. He's always doing the sweetest things, just things that they're very inexpensive, but the things that make me always remember. I never forget the small things he does for me. It doesn't matter kama ni chai, turungi, na toast. It's just the effort that he got. And he's always so excited because he tries to wake up before me and he tries to make sure I don't hear him in the kitchen. He tries to make sure I can't smell anything coming from the kitchen, and then he just surprises me all the time with a tray. Here's your breakfast. And most times it's something really, really nice that he's whipped up, or a recipe he's actually taken time to go on the internet and check on. And it fills my heart because it's the small things like this that just make my day so much. So yeah, I woke up to breakfast yesterday and then I can't really remember what I did the rest of the day. And then today I woke up so nervous. I can't quite explain what it is that I normally feel, but I was just afraid of, I guess it's just a fear of not being remembered or not. And I don't know why I get this fear, this anxiety. I don't know if there's anyone else born on the 29th, maybe they can tell me how they feel every time around their birthdays and things like that. Hey, and when you actually have a birthday, when there's an actual 29th, it's even worse. Because now the pressure is, okay, should I do something big? What's everyone else expecting? What should I do for myself? Is it the time that I need to, go all out for myself? It's just crazy. It's so crazy. But hopefully I can learn to take my own advice and I can learn to take in the kind of advice I dish out. Because normally if I was speaking to myself and telling myself all these things, I probably just tell myself to just flow and relax and just let go. and kuacha tu hizo pressure zote na ni flow, nione how the day is going to go. If I can do something for myself, even better. If my family and friends want to celebrate me, amazing. You know, it's just about going with the flow and learning to be comfortable and loving myself and just being happy. Hizi pressure zingine zote hata hazifai kukua. I woke up to my family. My mom got me a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cake. I loved it. I took so many pictures of it and I posted them everywhere. That was extremely thoughtful. I feel like I might start crying somewhere in the middle of this. And then when I looked at the cake, it had these gold coins. They had inscriptions of 25, 25, 25. And then it hit me that I fucking turned 25. 25 years zimeenda wapi honestly. Nimezipita sangapi, nimefikaje hapa. I don't know if because it's the whole of last year. Us guys were in quarantine and lockdown, so I didn't really get to experience my 24th year. Because in my head, I'm still 23, and then now I'm 25. So I don't really know what happened in between. But yeah, I just want to share with you guys a few things that I've learned. But before that, it has been a beautiful week for me. I have been very relaxed. I have been very, very happy. Just doing my thing, going with the flow. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I actively decided to try and do, I was going through so many things at some point, and I just decided I needed to get better for myself and for my mental health and for my heart and emotions and everything. And so I told myself that every day I'm going to do one thing that pushes me towards becoming the person I want to become in the end. So every day I do one thing. Whether it means writing down a short script, or writing down a paragraph, or doing some research, or eating healthy, getting out of bed and brushing my teeth, it all counts. All of it counts. Everything that I think I would be in my highest self, I try to incorporate that into my routine right now. And it can just be one thing, because I want to go easy on myself. I want to be patient with myself. I understand everything is a process, and we're all learning, and I am learning. So yeah, and how that has been going, I just wanted to give you guys an update. How that has been going is that I have been actively seeing the response. My social media is picking up. Guys can tell Ude mamerudi kazi. The TV show is doing very, very well. We're among the most watched shows in Kenya right now, which is amazing. Blows my mind every time. Sonny is the host. Every time Sonny and I have a discussion about the show, we talk about, you remember 6 months ago when this was just an idea, and now look at where it is and what we've done and how far it has come, and it's just beautiful to watch. I started a YouTube, although I'm not doing so much on it because I don't have the right equipment and stuff like that, and I think I'm still learning how to edit and everything. Okay, I know how to do it, but I haven't really done YouTube before, so it's still new to me. I think it's doing fairly well. The podcast is doing amazing. The streams are going off the roofs. I can't even believe how supportive you guys have been. Everything, my skin is looking better, my body is looking better, my hair is looking better. Everything I touch is just turning into gold. And I can see that because of the effort I've been putting. Oh my God, I can hear dogs barking. Hey. I hope I'm going to be able to get through this recording, because it's very important that I share all these things I have to say. The only thing that's been slacking a bit is the blog, which I want to try and be very serious about starting March, because I have so many stories to tell you guys. And I think my mojo is back. I think I'm ready to write. I'm ready to just tell you guys my stories again. I know you guys want to hear about Salim especially. It's been a whole year since I released part 3, and you guys are waiting for 4. So I know guys. I know, I see your DMs and I know. Other than that, I think I've been in a good place. My family is good. My friends are good. I'm happy. Other than Mashida 1-2, I don't think there's anything really, really heavy on my shoulders right now. Except, of course, bills. Bills zinakujanga kila end month. hata asijali kani birthday yako, bado tu pesa unaona imekatwa kwa account. Oh, sijui what, unapata messages tu, sijui what, your account has been deducted. It's really it really breaks my heart, because all my deductions happen around the same time. Like everything I've subscribed for happens around the same time, whether I made money that month or I made nothing. So sometimes it just imagine your feeling, yeah, after a night out and then you come back home and you check your M-Pesa and you're wondering what the fuck happened. I'm always left with that feeling, but it's just better now because my finances don't give me as much anxiety as they used to. I used to panic a lot every time end month in a Caribbean, because nashanga where, especially when I haven't made any money, nashanga what will I do, ama how will I survive. But kama nimemanage kufika hapa, I think I'm good. So I don't really dwell on the anxiety too much. I just try to focus on ways to get better and to make more money, so that the next time the bills are coming up, I'm good. And I've just been finding my purpose, and all my effort has been bearing the fruits that I wanted it to bear. I know something else you guys would like me to talk about is just tell you my journey, and to tell you about my journey in blogging, how I started, how my blog started up to where it is, how I earn money, and how I've gotten all the opportunities I've gotten from it. I think I'll do that in another podcast where I can just talk about it and include everything I do and everything I've done, including my school, where I went to school, and just tell you my experiences and how I started up to where I am right now, because I've been getting a lot of questions about that, especially from young writers, budding writers. I'd love to see this erotic space filled. I met on the set of the show, the Garden of Eden show last week, I met with an erotic blogger whose name is Emma Swa. She has a YouTube. She does amazing work. You know, everything I think I do, she does. Everything that I set out to try and do, she's doing it already. So I think you guys should totally check her out. Follow her on her social media. She has tips on sex, she talks about so many things, and I think it's very, other than just being, exciting, it's very, very educative. So yeah, I want to jump straight into the 25 lessons I have learned throughout my 25 years. When I saw the cake today and it had these coins, zimeandikwa 25, it's when it hit me that I actually turned 25. Then I remembered when I was younger and I used to say, by the time I'm 24, I want by the time I'm 26, by the time I'm 27. It's not that these things are not attainable or that I haven't reached the goals I set out to reach by some points. It's just that you never realize how fast time flies and how fast and easy it is to get to 25 before you do. Not that there's anything wrong with 25, it's just that actually I'm very, very excited about being a young adult. I'm very excited about this next phase of my life. I'm excited to see what my body is going to look like. Nataka yo grown woman body, nataka yo grown woman money, nataka all these things that aging comes with. So far, so good, but something that hit me was that we think we have all the time. We don't. I was just watching something Sylvester Stallone was saying about, he was talking about the lessons he's learned over time in his life, and something he said was that we think we have time, and so we waste a lot of time on stupid things, and then it reaches a point in your life where you stop worrying about all these other things. You stop worrying about friendships, drama, love, relationships, blah, 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 blah. And then time becomes your currency because now you're worried that you're running out of time. It doesn't matter how rich you are or whatever you have or how in love you are, but when the time is running out, you might start to panic. And the lesson he was just trying to pass across is that be present. Be present, live, experience fully everything that you're going through, and just be present, live in it. My brother Sobukwe, he says that his motto for life is today we live. I don't know if you guys know Sobukwe, but if you've been reading my blogs or hanging around my podcasts, you've heard me mention him a few times. Before I move on to my next point, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about Sobukwe. So Sobukwe found out he has is it a meningioma? Hanging out with him, I could tell that he's very, very scared to lose his life. Of course, anyone would be. But in the way it has changed him is that he lives his life very differently. Now, it's like he's unlocked a different level that I can't quite see yet, because he's more daring about doing his things. He's always, today we live, wacha niende nifanye, leo ndafanya hii. He's not scared about taking chances or making himself happy. So every day he does his best to just make sure he's happy and he's living life to the fullest. And I think that honestly everyone needs to learn how to do this. Everyone needs to learn how to be present and how to just live, like to live today. Stop worrying about, it's very hard, it's not even in the human nature to ignore, but I wish it were possible for us to just live. See, I don't know if I butchered that, or it's like, it's a brain, is it a brain tumor? I don't know. That is in his head. And it's not something you expect to ever hear when you go to the doctor at Sijui, this is happening to you. So that was such a big blow. I just wanted to share that about Sobukwe, just because his story ties to, what his medical condition. But he's been doing great of late. But we have a fundraiser, we have an Mchanga whereby you can totally donate anything you have towards the cause, because he needs crazy medical attention, and it becomes a bit hard on the family, to provide all this. And you guys know how difficult healthcare is and how expensive it is. So if you would like to help, I will post a link in the description box. I'm sorry I started with this news. I didn't mean to scare you guys, but I just wanted to share that point, because he brings it out every day in his life very, very vividly, and I think that's something we need to emulate. The next thing I've learned is that do all the things that you want to do. Just start. Everything I have ever thought about, and this is not a joke, everything I have ever thought about and I wrote it down, everything I had ever set my mind on, everything I just decided, ama nifanye hii, it happened because I decided to just start. I didn't think about sina pesa, si dream tu, ama ntendaje uko. I just started with whatever I did. Say for instance, my blog. I didn't know shit about blogs. I didn't know anything. Actually, when I started blogging, bloggers tulikuwa nao alikuwa kina Joy Kendi na S, This Is S. They're pretty big in the lifestyle fashion bloggers, and they were doing really, really well. They were very consistent and they had their shit. But I knew nothing. I was just a first year student in Daystar. I didn't know shit about it. But I did my research, and that was my first step. So I took time to find out what a blog is, and I sat down and I wrote my notes, and I just researched a bit on it, and I found out, and 5 years later, my blog is where it is. It has taken me to places I never thought I'd ever go, places I never thought I'd ever afford. I've done things I've never done in my life. I've met people I never thought I'd ever meet. And it's crazy because all I did was just believe in myself. That's all I did. So just start. Let go of all the things that don't matter. And by this I mean relationships, I mean vitu zinakukula kichwa, I mean anything that's going to bother your peace. Let go of all the things that don't matter. Because trust me, in 5 months, something that you're crying about right now is not going to matter that much in 5 months, because everything gets better. All you have to do is just trust yourself and trust the process. All these things, by the way, I'm going to say today, hata mimi nimezisikia mahali kwa speaker flani alikuwa anapeana advice at some point, ama in some talk or in some video I've watched. But before then, these things weren't resonating with me because I wasn't really relating to them. I couldn't understand. You know how when someone tells you it'll get better, and you're like, what? With all the pain I'm feeling right now, what do you mean it's going to get better? I promise you, it is going to get better. You just need to let go of all the things that don't matter. And how you find out something doesn't matter is kama haikujengi, haikusaidii. It's not feeding you, it's not fucking you, it's not making you happier, it's not treating you better, it's just lagging you behind, making you angrier. It's just, you know what I mean. Let go. Amka tu leo na decide nimeachana na hiyo shit. And you'll see your life, the quality of your life start to improve as you move forward. Exist as you are. Your tribe will find you. I used to be one of those people who wanted to fit in so bad because I didn't have my own identity. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I liked. So it was very easy for me to just go along with crowds, to like the things people like, to do the things people are doing, until I got to spend time with myself and I figured out who I was and I started to understand what I am and what I like. And then I found out that me being as I am makes me the most comfortable ever. Me coming as I am, like me just being myself, me existing as I am with everything I have, with my flaws, with my shida zangu gani, with my whatever things that I think, whatever insecurities I have, whatever I feel about myself, whether good or bad, existing as I am is the best thing that has ever happened to me, because it shows me a lot, but I'll talk about that a bit later. As you grow, you'll be able to read energies and you need to trust it. How this works is, I saw a tweet today that said, as you grow older, your eyesight gets worse, but your ability to see through people gets better. And this stuck in my head because it's very true. And it got me thinking about how my mom would tell me, "Wewe rafiki yako si mzuri." And you wonder, how does my mom know? She's never even hung out with them. She's never, but chances are that you ended up kosanaing with that friend at some point. Or that friend did something very, very, something you can't even go back on. Like your relationship, ilibidi tu iishe. And we couldn't see. So now I can see why my mom would say that. I could see why my mom would say that. So you'll be able to tell energies. You'll be able to know if you can sit around these type of people and how it makes you feel. Even around your family, you'll be able to tell, I want to be around him, I don't want to be around him because of his energy, because of how they make me feel. You need to trust it because you always have to make yourself as comfortable as you are. You need to exist as you are. Help people as much as you can. Be kind. Every day we see people walking and you don't know what the fuck they're going through behind that. You don't know what they've had to do to get where they are. You know nothing. And even if you do, it's important that you stay kind. It's important that you help people as much as you can, because that's the way help is going to come for you. I'm a big believer of karma, and this is the biggest secret I feel everyone needs to know. That everything you do comes back to you. And that's why I believe in being kind and treating people with respect and just spreading as much love as I can. I understand now why I get all the love back. I understand why people treat me very well. People are very kind to me. People are nice to me. It's because of the energy I give out. It's because I'm very, very kind. It's because I'm very nice to them. I'm very loving and I spread love, and it's something I love to do, and I try to do it very actively and very deliberately. So be kind to people, not just because it's gonna come back to you, but that's just the secret. That's just how to maneuver around life. Treat people well. Stay grateful throughout everything. It doesn't matter what you're going through or how heavy shit is. You need to wake up every day with a thankful heart. Just say thank you to the universe or whatever you believe in. Be grateful, because the more grateful you are, remember I said, whatever energy you put out will always come back to you tenfold. Sometimes unaweza kwata broke, uko na 2,000 mbele nyuma, and then you meet someone and they tell you sijakula nini nini, and maybe it's a mom with a kid, and then you decide to give them 500 bob, and then uende na 500, hata umpe tuseme hata 200. Have you ever wondered like how you just ended up surviving and you had nothing? You had just that 1,000 bob and you were so nervous, you were so anxious itaisha, and then all of a sudden it's been a year. You remember that story, you gave that mama that 200 bob. And have you ever wondered how you got to here a year later and all you had was 1,000 bob? It's because the universe is always going to look out for you. So stay grateful every day. Always stay grateful. Stay grateful for everything you have, for the basic things such as life, just water, just air, just your family, your friends, everything. Be grateful. And this started making so much sense to me, especially this week I watched what's it called? I watched a documentary on the world's toughest prisons. Na kuna episode moja ya hizi prison iko Antananarivo iko wapi? I don't know if it's in Madagascar. You guys need to go watch that documentary. I don't even want to spoil it for you. You will be grateful for life, I promise you, when you see the living conditions in that prison. You will be grateful for air. You'll be grateful for just clean ground. You'll be grateful for I don't even know what to tell you, but it's crazy. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help. No matter how independent you are and how much you're so used to doing things for yourself, it's okay kukubali hapa nimeshindwa na hapa naweza taka tufanye ikitu pamoja. It's okay to reach out to people and just ask for help. You'll be so surprised how many people are willing to help. I'm going to give another example about Sobukwe. He's going to get so mad at me for, telling this story, but before we shared the Mchanga thing, I could tell he was very, very nervous about telling people about his condition, which is very, very valid. It's very okay. I know I would be scared as well. But it reached a point where we needed the help. We needed the financial help. Na unajua saa zile mshaso kwa family na everywhere else, and NHIF I come through the way you would like it to do. So we needed to find help. Another brother of mine was like, let me just start this thing off and we're gonna ask for help. We were kind of, okay, not we, Sobukwe was kind of reluctant. But within the first week of asking guys to help us out, we made 200,000 Kenya shillings just from well-wishers and friends supporting us. Friends I never even thought would give anything. My friends were coming through in the thousands. My friends were sending me 10K, 3K, 5K. Do you know how huge that is to me? They didn't even know my brother. They've never met him. I think guys just came through and they helped us. So far, he's been able to get, the medical attention he needs. And I don't think guys understand how big that is for me. And I just like to say thank you before I proceed. So thank you guys so much. This taught me the lesson, ku ask for help. Mimi mse nimezoea sana kujifanyia vitu, and I think that's why I get really anxious around my birthday, because it's the one day I just want people to do something for me. I just want to sit back and just watch myself get spoiled. So it gets me a bit nervous when I start thinking about, okay, will I have to do this on my own again? Will I have to do it on my own again? And it's not such a good feeling. But when you're used to it, it becomes so difficult to ask people, this is what I want, or please help me here. But you need to just put the pride aside, put the ego aside, put the fears aside, and communicate. Talk, ask for help, speak out. It works, I promise. Growth is really painful, you guys. The more your third eye opens, the more you start to understand things on a deeper level, the more you start seeing things very differently but very clearly, and the more you start to understand lessons, the more you start to understand why things happen or why they happen the way they do. And it's very, very painful. So once you decide to go down that road, it's gonna fuck you up, but it's worth it in every way. Because it brings you closer to your higher self. It brings you closer to this person you've always wanted to be. And that's just part of life. That's just part of the lesson. The more you choose yourself, the more you cannot settle. Weh, hii pia ni uchungu kwa sababu ya growth. The more you grow, the more you start finding it easier to just exist as you are, and the more you start finding it easier to just choose yourself each time. And choosing yourself is not easy, because sometimes you're going to want to choose the people you love, or sometimes you're going to want to save some relationships or a job that you like, or just so many things that you're attached to. But sometimes choosing yourself means letting go of everything else, and that's painful as fuck. It's very painful, but it's worth it. And my next lesson is to always choose yourself, because that's the only way to get in life. Unfortunately, it's to be selfish with everything you have. Na simaanishi kuwe mchoyo ati unyimane vitu, na maanisha ujichague. You have to make sure that you're okay before you choose everyone else. You have to, if you want a better quality of life, you have to make sure that umejieka level flani yenye uko sawa na vitu zako ziko sawa na uko taken care of mentally, emotionally, physically. Choose yourself. It'll even reduce mashida za kuchagua watu wenye wakusaidii ama kubaki in situations that are not helping you at all. And I think, and as much as that's a bit hard, it's worth it. I know I talked about this, but please trust your gut. Trust your intuition. Usijishuku. Trust yourself. Anytime you feel something, sit down and ask yourself why you feel it. Anytime you have a hunch, think about it. Internalize. Think about it. Digest it. Think, why am I feeling like this? Because intuition doesn't lie. Every time I've ever, anytime nimejishuku ama sija trust gut feeling yangu, things don't always go well for me. I always have to pay for it. So please, please, please trust your gut. This is me telling you, this is me, your inner voice telling you to just trust your gut. In case you just turned 25 like me and you're confused about what next, please trust the process, because you are exactly where you need to be. Hauko haujasonga sana, hauko nyuma ya watu. Hakuna scale ya kuwe ati this is how much you should have done by now. Everyone's path is very, very different. You are exactly where you need to be. Hapo tu pali uko, pali umeamka leo, ujaoga leo, ujabrush meno, ujaandika hizo vitu unafaa uandike, ujafanya hiyo kazi bado iko pending, haujaosha hizo nguo. It's okay. You're exactly where you need to be. The thing is that now you need to just work towards the person you want to become. Okay? So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. There's days I wake up and I do nothing the whole week and I beat myself about it. But I just realize that I'm exactly where I need to be. That's exactly where I need to be, because I know I'm not lazy. I'm not a lazy person. This week's jadu shit, so meaning lazy. I know what I'm feeling, and I know what my body is feeling, and I know what I can tell the energies around me. I just feel so many things, so I just have to keep reminding myself and trusting myself that I am exactly where I need to be. When you feel like giving up is when you shouldn't. Let me just say that again. When you feel like giving up is when you should not. That's exactly when you need to apply more pressure. Saa zile una feel nika umechoka, this is it, this is the end for you. That is when you need to gather all that strength and push it towards doing even more for yourself. Trust me, it works. Listen to your body. If your body wants rest, give it. If your body wants this, give it. Listen to your body. Your body, energy, all these things are very, very much intertwined, and you need to stay in tune with them. Listen to them. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean, but if you do not listen to your body, you will not be okay mentally. Everything is just gonna get fucked up, and so you need to listen to your body. Be a person who is willing to learn and be corrected. Okay? Saizi mtako 6 years old, aneza jua vitu mi sijui, na aneza taka kutry kuniteach. I don't like how the older generations, like our parents and our grandparents, okay, not for everyone, but I grew up in a situation whereby, and most of my friends that I've seen, whereby, you know, the elder is always right, especially in the African culture or whatever, that the elder is always right. You can't teach them anything because they act like they know everything. So it's very hard to have communication with such people. Please be a person who's willing to learn and be corrected, because it opens you up to so many things. Ukibaki rigid, unabaki na information yako yenye. It doesn't necessarily apply everywhere. Someone else could be willing to teach you new ways or better ways. Doesn't mean that your way is not right. It just means that you need to be willing to learn more, because you're not going to lose anything by opening yourself up to new information or something new that's going to build you, right? It's okay to say no without over-explaining yourself. This is one of the good things about just growing older. You know, kitambo, sazile utaki kitu, lazima ujifanye, uzunguke, useme, oh, you know, my mom. When you grow up, that shit just stops. You're able to say, nope, I don't want that. Sitaki, na sikuji, na sifanyi. No. And it's okay. Please normalize saying no without getting anxious about how people are going to feel about you or nini. If you don't want something, then you don't want it, and it's okay. It's totally okay. Support is nice, but at the end of the day, you have to be there for yourself. I watched this video the other day it was someone on TikTok, and he was talking about how it's sad, but it's the truth. Your friends are not necessarily going to be there to support you the way you feel like they should. And sometimes your parents are not even going to support you at all. I'll give an example for myself. For my blog, you can imagine being a 19-year-old girl blogging about sex in a space where there's not many people talking about sex. In Africa, in my country, such a topic is so taboo. It's just recently that guys are able to talk about sex. So I just stuck in what I wanted to do, and I just did it, despite my parents telling me, niachane naye. When I share out my blog posts, it's just strangers who share them. When I share out my podcast, it's strangers who share them. It's people I've never met, people who just see me on the internet, people I've even come to build relationships with over the internet. They've never met me, but they consistently share my work. They consistently listen and read. They consistently watch me on TV. But I can't tell you the last time a friend, like a close friend of mine, shared something, you know, without me having to tell them, or just went out and looked for my work and read, or they said, you know, Bobby, today let's watch a show. I'd be lying if I said that my friends or my family do that. And it's not that they're bad friends, ama they're bad family, ama sijui nini niwachore, ama niwatoke. It's just that that's how it is. Strangers are going to support you more than your friends. They are. It could be for whatever reason. Maybe people are busy, people have their lives going on, things are happening, blah, 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 blah. So many reasons that you shouldn't even take personally or get mad at it. Robata kushare blog yangu, so stawi mongelesha. Na. It's not like that. It's just that you need to understand that you have to be your own support. You have to support yourself. You need to be there for yourself on the days when nobody is going to share your work, on the days when nobody is going to ask you, have you eaten, and send you 50 bob. On the days when things are going so badly and you have no one, you have to be there for yourself. Okay? Like I said, growth is painful. Everything can be learned and unlearned. It just takes effort. All the things you think you know, or all the things you think are right, or all the things you've been through that have broken you, that have hurt you, that have put you through so much, all these things, you can unlearn them, and you can learn them, and you can always adjust towards. Remember, the goal is towards becoming your higher self. That person who you see in your head, who you want to become eventually, that's the goal. So whatever it takes to become that person, if it means you need to unlearn your traumas, you need to work on yourself, you need to go to therapy, you need to work out, you need to everything can be changed. You just need to put in effort so that you can learn to get to where you want to go. Something else that that has really imeingia sana kwa akili yangu during my 25th birthday is that I'm very glad I got to know myself better. Now I know myself. I know the things I like. I know I love money. I know I love sex. I know about the things I like. I know my favorite drink. I know I don't even like alcohol. I know the kind of foods I like, the restaurants I love to go to. I know how I love my man to touch me. I know so many things about myself. And it's taken over a year. I think this COVID period, it's taken over a year for me to just sit down with myself and learn to understand, okay, who is Bobby? What is this she likes? Where does she like to go? What does she like to do? So I got to I'm going to call it master date the whole year. I got to master date and I got to know myself and love myself even better. And it's the best thing that has happened to me, because guess what? It makes, all these lessons are kind of intertwined, because ukishaje jua, it makes it so easy for you to say no. It makes it so easy for you to be able to know what you like, to learn energies, to know what's not right for you, to know good from wrong. It helps you a lot. Stop the self-doubt and understand that you are absolutely the best. Okay? You are worthy of everything. You have very high value just for existing. Not because you're a woman, or because you're a man, or because you have money, or because you're sexy, fuck all that. Just for existing, you are worthy of everything. Everything that you want and that you've ever thought about. So please stop the self-doubt and try to speak more lovingly to yourself. Speak to yourself like you're speaking to your inner child, to a small, beautiful baby. Be patient. How you'd be patient with a kid. Be patient, be understanding, be loving. Iyo self-doubt yao yote itoe tu. Jiaminie, wache kujishuku, wache kufikiria huwezi fanya, because all that is a lie. Which brings me to my next lesson. Everything you have ever imagined is possible. Everything in your mind that you have ever thought about, can I do this? Can I do this? Like my brother does this thing. My younger brother does this thing where he asks me randomly. Bobby, can you fly a plane? And it's normally a trick question. And every time I say no, he gives me this whole lecture about, what do you mean you can't fly a plane? All you need to do is just learn. You can go to school for that shit. You can even watch YouTube videos and And the answer he's always expecting from me is, yes, I can fly a plane. It's not even about flying a plane. It's just it's not even, about that context. It's about, I don't know if I interpreted it wrongly. Sissy Pisces, we just overthink everything and read deeply. But what I think he tries to do is, he tries to show me that I can do absolutely everything. Because the talk he gives me after that is, he tells me, yeah, you can do it. You can fly a plane. You can totally do anything you want. Come away, Roberta. Skwangi worried about you. You can do this, especially when I'm complaining to him about my finances being low. He's always like, we've always managed. We've always gotten out of the worst. We've always gotten out of problems. So I don't know why you're worrying about Sijui Pesa. It's gonna come. So he tells me, rather, I'm telling you, everything you have ever imagined is possible. Everything you have ever thought you can do, you can. You can do it. All you need is to just start. Envision the person you want to become and do the things this person does every day. In the intro, I told you guys about how I've been doing this thing where I've been doing one thing every day that pushes me towards my higher self, or this woman I want to become. And the woman I want to become is comfortable. Like I said, I didn't grow up in riches and sijui what. So something I want for myself very much is to be comfortable. I want to be comfortable in that I don't want to worry about money or food or bills or healthcare or all these problems. I don't want to have them. I just want to be comfortable. I want my problems to be different. I want to be comfortable. So the kind of woman I imagine, she's very wealthy and she drives her own car and she has everything she wants. And by that I mean, in being comfortable, she's just comfortable. She's comfortable. Kama nataka kubai kubai nini naeza tu buy. Kama nataka kwenda wapi sifikiri oh my god fare, Uber money, sijui what. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's the woman I imagine myself being. In whatever way, I imagine myself being happy and comfortable. So every day I do one thing that pushes me towards that. And something that helps me with that is that I keep envisioning her. I keep envisioning this woman in my head. I keep seeing her doing these things that I want to do in future. And she's doing all of them. So I think it's very possible for me to get there. It's just that kuna aka ka bridge hapa katikati lazima ni cross. Love yourself. This is actually almost my final lesson. Love yourself. See your value and increase it. Love yourself. In everything that you do, make sure you love yourself. Treat yourself with the most love you have ever given anyone else on this earth, because that is exactly what you deserve. Love yourself. Don't be too available. Don't let shit slide. Don't let nonsense come into your space. Don't let anything disrupt you from this goal you have in your mind of becoming the person you want to be in future. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself is so simple to say, but it's just deeper. It's how you work out when you want to change your body into the body you want. It's how you eat every day. It's how you even drink water. Huwezi kosa kunywa maji leo yote, alafu useme unajipenda. Mkojo yako inanuka ni yellow sana, hata inaenda kuturn brown. Unanuka jasho, kunywa maji. Kunywa maji. Hata lips ziache kukauka. Love yourself. Shower. Treat yourself nicely. Brush your teeth. Brush your hair. Love yourself. It's in the simplest of things. By loving yourself, I don't even mean that you book a plane to Cancun or sijui where. Just love yourself. Take it in the way love means for you, but it's the simplest things that are going to get you to where you want to get. In all this, I think the biggest lessons for me are just love yourself and get rid of everything else that doesn't jenga you in the way you want to be jengwad. It doesn't matter what it is. Please don't settle. Everything you have ever imagined out there in the world, it's very possible to attain. It's very possible to achieve. All you need to do is just trust yourself and go for it. And guys, I'm very excited for this new journey of mine, me turning 25. Of course it's new to me. I want to say, oh, it's new, but duh. Of course it's new, and I don't know, I'm a bit scared, but I'm very excited, you know, because ndo ile age wazazi wanauliza watu kama leo kuna madhe fulani ameniuliza ati so umepanga aje na maisha yako, and I'm like, what do you mean man, kwani wewe unadhani nimekuwa nikifanya, unadhani tu nimekuwa nikikaa, mimi najua vile she asked it in a very, you know, sarcastic way, like almost as if to say she doesn't see what I do. And that's okay, because so many people don't think things to do with social media is anything. But it gave me a bit of nervousness, because I was thinking, you know, my parents might start asking me that question. And then nikaanza tu kuwa nervous, because enyewe niko 25, nafanya nini, nataka vitu nyingi zenye bado sijafikia, na niko na dreams mingi zenye hata they're not even in the works. It's just scary, but I'm willing to just be patient and to flow and see where everything leads me. And I'm very excited for this year. Very excited to see where I end up. I have so many goals, and I just hope I'm able to keep my end of the bargain, which is discipline and consistency. I owe myself that. As for everything else, I'm just gonna flow. And you guys, I hope these lessons zimewasaidia. I hope mume learn a bit. This week, please musikose ku watch The Garden of Eden on TV47 every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Please watch out for my website. The blog is gonna be up soon. I'm going to post up. And thank you so much for loving me so much on everywhere else on my social media, on everything. I have been seeing the love. I love you guys, and I appreciate you so much. And I think that's it. Yeah, if I have any more lessons, maybe I'll do them. I'll add them on, but these are the ones I can think of right now. So I love you guys and thank you so much. Don't forget to use the hashtag love and orgasms when you listen to the Love and Orgasm show. Bye.